What's up, guys? Welcome back to Off the Dribble, featuring myself, Ash, and my co-host Chetan. We're doing a traditional playoff reaction episode of the week for football. This week was obviously the championship weekend, and we saw two good games, two close games in their own right. One of them was ruined by weather. The other one was one of the best games I've ever seen, honestly. But we'll start with the Patriots versus the Broncos. This game was over in the first half, I guess, because no hard to score in the second half. A crazy blizzard overtook the second half. But what are your immediate reactions to this game, Chetan? And yeah.
I expected the Patriots to pull out a victory a little bit more than they did, but obviously, like, it's hard to put up points on the board when it's snowing like 2 inches per hour when you're playing a football game.
Yeah.
So, obviously, their defense got it done at the end with Gonzo getting that interception. I think it's a good win for them. The biggest thing though is I think everybody knows it's like one of the crazier turnarounds in NFL history, going from not even making the postseason in 7 years.
No. They made it
6 years.
They made it with Mac Jones. So it'd be 4 years ago. I think they made it.
4 years. That's still a long time.
Yeah,
It's a long
I think
time not the playoffs. Going.
It's the least amount of wins the previous season to then make the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like, from 4 wins to the Super Bowl. That's the biggest win turnaround.
Very impressive. It is a little concerning though. How I would like to say, like, Drake May hasn't really had like a great game yet. Like, he did throw 3 touchdowns against the Texans. He threw for like 260 yards against us, but he's thrown interceptions in both games. So it's a little concerning that he hasn't been able to find his rhythm like he has during the regular season. And again, he's going up against a really, really good defense in the Seahawks. But I think he's tested throughout these playoffs, obviously going against our defense, then the Texans defense and the Broncos defense. So I think he'll play a decent game.
I think what I was most impressed by with Drake May before I go to the whole game is the lack of turnovers. Like, you could see in the Texans game, he felt the rush. He was getting sacks in the middle. He would just try to flung the ball as a fumble. But against the Broncos, he knew, like, the quarterback on the other side, as we suspected, is not good at football. That's why he's a backup. Also, side tangent. The discourse around Jarrett Stidham this past week was so stupid. Like,
I don't understand it. Even like personally, like I follow football, but I'm not like super tapped into football like I am like compared to the NBA. But even as someone that watches the NFL, I could tell that a backup going into an AFC Championship game that apparently hasn't thrown a pass to a starter since like 2023, like, that's not gonna really do anything.
Yeah, and like, again, the first series, that was a great drive. He had a great pass to Mims over the top and a great pass to Sutton. The second drive, he even got to the red zone again before they stupidly went for it on 4th down. But, like, still, after that, he completed 2 passes after that? Like, I think so. He was shit. He was shit, and it was expected. It's not his fault he was shit. Like, he like ran into the most adverse circumstances ever, playing a hot defense, probably going to finish second in the MVP, and Drake May, who didn't really have an MVP game, but, still the pressure to put up points is definitely going to be there. Like, again, if Bo Nix was the quarterback, maybe the Broncos win this game. But
Agreed.
Like, people are picking the Broncos like Jarrett Stidham was going to put up 10 points. He wasn't. Like, that's why I was very confident in the Patriots.
I agree with that.
I was talking about before this. But the Patriots defense is what my biggest takeaway was from this game, though. This is 3 straight weeks of them playing like A+ football. Against, like, I'm not gonna act like the Chargers offensive line isn't decimated or CJ Stroud doesn't exist, but like they still played 3 NFL offenses and limited them all to like 30 combined points, 30 to 40 combined points. So, and that was supposedly their weakness entering the playoffs. So while it is concerning, yes, like you said, that Drake May didn't really play that well this postseason, their biggest weakness supposedly entering the playoffs is playing at a super, super elite level. Now you're going to get the Seahawks, who are a really good defense, but in good weather. I expect Drake May to play pretty well, and we'll get to our picks later, but
yeah,
I think to be closer than people think.
I agree. Yeah, I think the only other thing to take away from it is, it's just like I don't understand why people really expected the Broncos to like win the game. Again, it was closer than I expected, but if weather permitted like a normal like football game, I wouldn't have expected Jared Stidham to like outlast Drake May for a full 60-minute NFL game. So
Yeah. It's
that's
also
that.
insulting for the Patriots defense to even expect that shit, bro. This
Yeah,
guy hasn't started a game in 2 years.
it's
He
not like
shouldn't
they're playing bad defense or anything like that.
he shouldn't be good.
I agree.
But the last thing I want to talk about this game was what I referenced before. That fourth down.
Yeah.
It was 4th and 4 in the second quarter. The Broncos were up 7-0. If they go for it there, I mean butterfly effect, but they would have got to 10 points. Instead, with the backup quarterback, knowing the weather is about to get worse, Sean Payton rolled the dice. What was your thoughts on that decision?
I don't know. I think going for it on fourth is like it's first of all in a game where you know where the weather is bad and it's going to be hard for points to come by. I don't understand why you just go for the easy points.
Yeah.
Like I think if for example if they're playing in like 60-degree weather or 40-degree weather and it wasn't snowing and it wasn't any crazy conditions and they wanted to go for the fourth down, I mean that's fine, but at the same time you don't have your starting quarterback in either. Like the chances of you doing that like tremendously go down. You converting that tremendously go down just with you not having a starting quarterback. So I think it was a dumb decision.
I was confused watching it, bro, because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like Jared Stidham, first of all. Second, the Patriots aren't moving the ball. They had 0 points at that point. They had 1 first down. They gained 12 yards of offense.
Yeah.
Take the 2-possession lead and play defense. I don't understand.
And you
And
have such a good defense too. Like in a game like this where you don't have your quarterback, you would maybe think that your coach would lean on the elite defense you have a little bit more, but I guess he didn't want to.
And my theory is like my like over encompassing take, which is that Sean Payton lost his game, bro.
I agree.
Like, and it started a week ago by telling the media how good you think Jared Stidham is. Like, it was a week of telling everyone with an ear how good Jared Stidham was, and it's fine. Like, I don't remember Doug Peterson doing this with Nick Foles, by the way, but
Yeah,
it's
dude.
fine. But it's fine if you wanna gas your guy up. That's fine. But when it then leads to you trusting him so much to go for it on a 4th and 4 an important drive, a part of me thinks Sean Payton did that so just to get like an ego play out there for himself. Like, see, I told you guys, I'm that nice. I can win. My offense is so good that I can win with anyone. I'll show you right now. I'm not gonna make a decision.
That's a
And
good take, actually. I could so
and,
see that.
and bro, it's like this guy's been an egomaniac for his whole career.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. And I don't know, bro. If he just didn't let his ego get in the way, in my opinion, and just take the 3 points, overtime. Like,
Overtime, and then like you at least give your team a chance to like go out and win the game.
yeah.
Like that's all you ask for at the end of the day. But yeah, that was definitely a costly decision that I think costed them the game 100%.
But moving on to a much more entertaining game. Seahawks Rams 31-27. There are a bunch of firsts in this game. Just to go through a few, I think Matt Stafford is the first player ever to throw for 350 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in a conference championship game or something. They have the most combined yards and touchdowns Stafford and Darnold combined in a championship game. And it was essentially like perfect quarterback play back and forth. Like they were going pass for pass with each other. And what was your thoughts watching this game?
It was a great game. Amazing display of like offense through and throughout. Amazing display from like both wide receiver cores from both sides. Like Shaheed opened the game off with like a 51-yard bomb, like just starting the game off like that, like setting the tone. Then obviously JSN, after having a quiet game against the Niners, comes back and then puts up a crazy stat line: 153 touchdown, 153 yards, 1 touchdown. I think the Seahawks like fully like, even though it was a close game, I think they responded well, and every single time the Rams did something, they answered back, and that like honestly shows that they had control from the beginning. There were some calls that I think were a little questionable, which I think made the game a little closer than what it should have been. Honestly, I think the Seahawks could have pulled away a tiny bit more, but again, at the end of the day, they still won the game. But on the Rams side, though, like Stafford literally did everything he could to try and get the team to win. Puka, again, like probably why he is getting into the conversation of Jamar and JJ. Like I think both JSN and Puka can be in that tier of wide receivers now with their performances. But I don't know. It's sad. I'm sad for Devontae Adams. 0 for 5 in NFC Championship games. It's a pretty sad stat. But ideally, I wanted the Seahawks to win. So I'm glad they pulled it out.
Yeah, I wanted the Seahawks to win too. When we did the predictions episode, I think I said I was leaning Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up betting Seahawks.
Yeah.
And as soon as Darnold threw that pass to Shaheed, I was pretty confident. I was like, okay, this is if he can make that pass right now, if that pass exists, then we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, I think the story for me is JSN. My God,
He's so
that
good, man.
second quarter, he was incredible. He took the game away on his own. He was doing whatever he wanted, bro. They couldn't guard him. He had the nastiest one-hand catch.
That one-handed catch was just absolutely insane.
It was like pinch, bro. It stuck to his hand, bro. I don't understand how. Like, and again, him and Kenneth Walker Jr. was.
Yep. See, man, bro, he gets his touches, man. You see what he does. He's
I mean, let's not act like Charbonnet is a bum. By the way, Charbonnet is also really good.
Not a bum, but it's pretty clear that like Kenneth Walker, is obviously the better back in that backfield.
He's the more dynamic back.
For sure. I understand. Yeah, I also get why they do the split carries because Kenneth Walker, you don't want him to get injured. And you want him to save him for games like this. So
and Charbonnet is a bigger back.
Exactly. So I mean, they clearly did it properly throughout the season. And again, like Kenneth Walker still was 1,000-yard rusher this season. I'm pretty sure. So,
but he's shifty, bro. He had one low cut that would have like tore my ACL. That shit was crazy.
The only problem is that like sometimes he's too shifty where he doesn't like immediately go for the hole. Like he'll like dance in the backfield for a little bit and he'll take the 3-yard loss. But he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good in the playoffs for like just like making the quick decision and then going with it.
Yeah. But like you said on the Rams side, not too much to add there. They played a perfect game.
Yep.
But I think we can start to talk about some moments in this game. I think the biggest one being that Tariq Woolen, what was a personal foul that gave what they call it? Taunting. Yeah, it was a taunting
conduct. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a taunting call. What's your thoughts on the call?
I don't think they should have called it because like you gave the Rams a fresh set of downs. Like I think that's such a costly call to make. Like
over words is crazy to me.
Yeah, like he didn't even do anything. Like it's a football game, bro. Like let him talk.
If he smacks someone or something, or if he like try to hurt someone, then yes, he earned it.
It's not like he didn't like stand over someone or anything like that. Like he didn't like just like I think the refs tried to play into it a little too much.
Yeah, and like that being said, should he be smarter in the situation? Like yes, 100%. He should probably not put himself in that position. But the 3-4 plays later, bro, when the Seahawks have the ball, Sam Darnold gets sacked by 26, whoever that is. He's just shaking his ass in Sam Darnold's face. Pause. like what are we talking? Like if that's not taunting, and Tariq Woolen just gets 15 yards and a first down for saying something, are you being dead ass, bro?
Yeah.
That shit pissed me off.
That was
consistent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think the penalties like saved the Rams. Like I think the Rams, like they played a perfect game up to that drive. They just couldn't get anything going. They would have been a punt back. The Seahawks could have ran the clock out because the Rams couldn't guard them. And I mean, it ended up being a brilliant Puka touchdown after that.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
I guess the other story in this game before we talk about the Super Bowl is it time to take back all the shit everyone gave Sam Darnold? Is he actually a top 10 quarterback?
I think, I mean, this was a tremendous game. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers, like just absolutely like beautiful game through like in and out. I think he's proved to like show that he can show up in the big games. In the beginning, we were saying like, okay, like we need him to just not make mistakes and then let the defense do what they need to do and then they'll be good. But this game, we both said that he's going to have to like step up, like especially against like a team like the Rams, and he did. So I think we can slowly start to put him in those conversations Vikings definitely did make a mistake potentially, but that's a conversation for another time. But yeah, I think he's starting to prove people wrong.
Should we play a game? I'll name quarterbacks, and you tell me if you'd rather have them or Darnold.
Okay.
I made a list to a couple of my friends today. Okay, so Mahomes or Darnold. Okay, Josh Allen, Lamar, Drake May, Matthew Stafford. Okay, those felt like the by far the most obvious ones.
Yeah.
We reach the next tier.
Okay.
Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Jordan Love. Okay, so we start to think, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Caleb.
Dude, this Caleb's so dumb sometimes, though, bro.
But so is Darnold. I'll go Caleb.
Yeah, I'll go Caleb just because he's a little bit more dynamic of a quarterback.
Okay. Justin Herbert.
I'm taking Herbert.
Yeah.
I think Herbert has top 5, like 7 arm in the league.
Okay, that's one more tier.
Okay.
Now this is the tier I have Darnold in, but you tell me if you'd have like Baker.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Baker Mayfield. Yeah.
I'll take Darnold over him.
Okay.
Jared Goff.
I'm taking Darnold.
Brock Purdy.
Taking Darnold.
Jalen Hurts.
Taking Darnold.
Trevor Lawrence.
Taking Darnold.
Jaden Daniels.
Taking Darnold.
Bo Nix.
I'm taking Darnold.
So you have Darnold as the 11th best quarterback.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Because, dude, half the people in the tier you just listed, like, for example, like Bo Nix, I think he got carried by his defense this year. He really didn't put up any crazy stats. Like, he just plays average. Like, he does what he needs to do. Kind of what Darnold does, too. But I think Darnold's, like, proven to be a better performer right now in the playoffs. I mean, Bo Nix hasn't really played since he got hurt. Mm-hmm. I was, like, thinking about the Caleb part. But then again, like, I think Caleb is the more talented QB all in all. Like, if there was a game was on the line, like, who are you trusting? Are you going to trust Caleb or are you going to trust Sam Darnold? So at that point, you got to choose Caleb. But like players like Jaden Daniels, who didn't like show up at all this season, didn't really do anything. Like when Darnold went from like a completely different team to another team and then does the same thing he did last year, like I think he's proven himself.
I think he has too, bro. And I mean, I still have my doubts. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We're not saying he's like a MVP candidate or anything like that.
Was he in the top 5 this year?
Was he?
May, Stafford, Allen, McCaffrey, Lawrence. So he wasn't.
Yeah.
But shit, bro. Like he has the most wins in the NFL over the past 2 years. It's him and then Mahomes. I think he's like one of 5 quarterbacks ever to win 13 games in back-to-back seasons or 14 games in back-to-back seasons or something. I mean, bro, he's stacking some accolades up. Yes. And I think it's time to start putting him in some of those like more and more elite conversations. Like why couldn't he enter next season as like a top 7-8 MVP favorite?
Yep. I mean, just based off of the playoffs this year, like he's arguably a better playoff performer than Justin Herbert is. Like you can already say that.
Bro. He's a better player.
He is.
Arguably.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, that is true.
But we can talk about whether he might have more rings than Justin Herbert. Patriots versus Seahawks is your Super Bowl. I don't think anyone saw this coming preseason. These are 2 teams that were 50-50 coin flips to make the playoffs. The Seahawks were 3rd in their division in terms of odds to win it. The Patriots were 3rd in their division in terms of odds to win it. Believe it or not, people have the Dolphins more wins than the Patriots. But who do you have winning Super Bowl? Wow, this football season almost over.
I have the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. I'm going to ride the defensive train. And then after a performance like Darnold put up against Rams, I think he has it in him. In my eyes, like the Rams and Patriots defense they're very similar for some reason. Like I see similarities. Like they can when they're locked in, they can be really good, but they have some like young players that do stupid things sometimes that cost the team certain things. It's a big game, so you never know what can happen. I'm going to trust JSN. He's shown to be able to stack up numbers against like no matter who he plays most of the time. I am pretty confident in the Seahawks to put him in a position to where he'll succeed. Yeah, I think that defense too. They'll be able to keep up with that offense. Like I don't think they're gonna have a too hard of a time like trying to guard Diggs or anything like that. I think they just have if they get to May pretty quickly and like try to force him into turnovers. I think they'll be good.
The number right now is Seahawks minus 4.5. Who are you betting?
I'll take the yeah, I'll take the like Seahawks winning by like 3.
The Patriots in the points?
I'll take Patriots cover.
I just bet it. Patriots Patriots plus 4.5. I'm taking the Patriots to win this game. I don't like again. This is going against football analysis completely. The Seahawks have been the better team all season. The Seahawks have played harder competition. The Seahawks have been at the top of everyone's power rankings the whole year. The defense is elite. Sam Darnold's playing well. JSN's the best receiver in the league this year. But I like betting on who I think the better quarterback is.
Okay.
It's been 50-50 for me for the past few Super Bowls. Notable instances where it's worked: Mahomes against the Niners, Mahomes against the Eagles. The Niners and Eagles are probably the better team. The Chiefs had the better player. They won those games. Notable instances where it didn't work: Mahomes against the Bucks, Mahomes against the Eagles last year. I bet on Mahomes a lot.
Yeah.
But I think Drake May is like gonna be second in MVP, have some votes for Offensive Player of the Year, and he hasn't had a good game yet. And the Patriots have won 2 playoff games by double digits and were in control of the game last week, regardless what the score was. And Matt Stafford has had a lot of success against the Seahawks defense, and he's the caliber of quarterback I believe Drake May is. And if Drake May can sort of have that caliber of success, now Drake May doesn't have Puka Nacua. I understand, but I like Keyshawn Boutte. I like Ryan Williams on the deep. I like Stephon Diggs. He's had an unbelievable year.
Yes.
And I like Ramondre and Travion on the ground. Probably better than I like Kyron Williams. So because of the fumbling problems on his end, and I think Travion's a more explosive back. But not much logic behind it. But I think I'm a ride with the player I like more, and I'm gonna go with Patriots at this one.
It's not a bad take. I'm more of a person to go off of like more like play by ear. See who I think is gonna like. I don't know. I like the Seahawks too. I think I said this when like we were doing like our not preseason rankings, but in the beginning of the season. Like if I were to pick an NFC team, it would be the Seahawks. I don't know why, but I fuck with their defense. They have some cool defenders.
They are like if the Chargers actually played to their potential, it'd be the Seahawks.
Yeah, exactly. I really wanted Tariq Woolen because in the beginning of the season, all Seahawks fans wanted him off the team because he wasn't playing good, and then now he started playing pretty good. So
now he's crashing out. So,
bro, he's not even crashing out, bro. Dude, did you see what they did on the sideline? He had like a rookie yelling at him. Even Warrior was like yelling at him after he got the flag. I'm like, bro.
Even Warrior's a dog, though, bro.
Yeah, well, you can't be yelling at a vet like that. It's not like Tariq Woolen's a nobody.
Bro, even Warrior right now, bro, he could be a top 3 safety in the league, bro. He probably has a lot of voice in that locker.
He does. He definitely does. Yeah.
And but we should mention some players that played well. We should mention fucking Devin Witherspoon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The level he's at in the second half.
Yep,
bro, he was elite. He saved that game.
Yeah, he had that 4th down game sealing pass breakup, like just like play after play, man. Like he plays really well in the run game. Like he's amazing in coverage. Like he's a great tackler. Like there's not really a weakness in his game.
Best corner in the league?
I don't know about best corner in the league. I still think
I got PS2. I got PS2.
Yeah, PS2, and then I still have Stingley over him.
That's a tough conversation now, though, I think.
Stingley is just so locked, though, bro.
Stingley's great.
He doesn't have to tackle.
Bro, I love making fun of him, but we gotta see what Sauce does next year, bro.
Yeah.
He has the reputation.
He does, but I don't think he's washed it. I don't think he's as washed as people say. Like, I still think he's a very above average corner. It's very. I think he was, but it's also like very hard to like stand out on a defense when you're on the Jets and they like allow 30 points per game too. So that's another thing.
Yeah. Thankfully, he's on the Colts.
But agreed. We'll see what they do next year.
Yeah. All right. No Colts talk in January.
Yeah.
Anything else you with this?
No, I don't think there's anything else we have to talk about. We'll probably do another basketball episode sometime this week as a trade deadline.
When our teams start winning.
Yeah, our teams aren't really winning, so we'll do another episode when they start winning. So stay tuned for that. But until then, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Off the Dribble Pod, and we will see you guys next episode. Peace.